We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool. Here comes the southpaw counterpuncher, Sky Nicholson, former featherweight champion and multi-time Australian amateur champion.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Perfect counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. They both want a knockout, you can tell. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can walk into an arena, be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Looking to land the hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So that they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I like that round. Good work. Just keep her up. Okay, now you're switching off. You let her back into the fight that round. And a few body shots in there. Vary up a little bit so she can't figure you out. Great work. Now you're switching off.
Here we go. It's round two. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. She scores with that counter. Caution being thrown to the wind. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Misses with the straight left. She got clipped by that counter. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. That hook doesn't score. Nice counter shot by her. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Misses with the straight left. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. You were smart.
Come on, you're better than that.
On to the third. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
There's a counter shot. So much firepower here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The perfect counter lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? That counter shot lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter. Nope, that hook won't score. Missing with the left uppercut. They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
All of your
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
And blow great work. I love that. I love that. That jab slick.
Get out there and get the job done.
You're better than that. In those power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. And don't get carried. Now you're switching off. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Let's change what we're doing. We're going to forget that round. It was a bad round. We have bad rounds. That's fine. We don't care. But you'll take her out. She's ready to go. What are you doing? You switched off complete shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set the shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
The counter punching. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Just come on. You're better than that. You've done sticking a few body shots in there, vary up a little bit so she can't figure you out. Great. Okay, now you're switching off. You've done all...
On to the fifth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Misses with the straight left. She wasn't ready for that counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Fantastic punch. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little fake with a pickpocket.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These punches coming from every angle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Well, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
All right, great round, great round. Right, now relax, relax. You were thinking.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
She catches and counters. Oh, what a punch! Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Hey, are you all right? Are you okay?
So time back in. Let's keep fighting. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They blocked the left there. Just misses with that uppercut. That jab misses. Punch, counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Oh, and that shot hurt Natasha Jonas. Heavy shots, and Jonas can't take anymore. Let's look at that again, replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
If you put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Now, I don't want you to...
Do not worry about that round. Throw it from your...
Look, but you'll take her out. She's ready to go. I don't want...
Come on, you're better than that. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Let's...
There's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
One of the best attributes. Hold that thought! Ooh, and that one got Sky good. She's in trouble. I thought... Did you see that? Sky Nicholson is buzzed. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He's got a half a round to get this thing together.
It's that but ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Misses with the straight left. Beautiful counter punch. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Sky Nicholson now on the back foot. She might be going down. And Nicholson hits the canvas. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be hot.
It looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. Let's talk about Sky Nicholson in that last round? Well, she's got to find some answers after being dropped twice in that last round. I don't know if she can do it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Right, great round, great round. Right, hey, now relax, relax.
What are you doing?
And there's the bell for round 8. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Oh, and Jonas dazed with that shot. Down goes Natasha Jonas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took her out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Trying to land that jab. Insane action. How about that time counter shot? Her stamina is off the charts. Natasha Jonas in trouble. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd,